If we are to believe what Warner Brothers and those working on Teen Titans Go to the movies have been telling us, then Teen Titans Season 6 is in deep trouble. So hey guys, this is not the first video I've made on this topic. I made a video on this not too long ago once the end credits got leaked online and everyone was hyped up like, oh my gosh, Season 6 of Teen Titans, the show's finally coming back after all this time. And I made a video basically saying, yeah, it's not confirmed, everyone's clickbaiting you. And the response was pretty mixed. In fact, a little bit more negative than positive. It wasn't trying to be any sort of hate video, but it was just me saying, hey, look, based on what they're telling us, it's not likely it's coming back. And there's definitely no confirmation. But people didn't like that. They wanted to be hopefully optimistic. But look, I'm here to tell you guys the truth, here to give it to you real as it is. And sometimes people don't like the truth, and that's just kind of evident. But now we have some hard numbers, and you guys, once again, probably not going to like what I have to say, but it's just the reality of the matter. So let me just go off first here by saying, look, I do want Teen Titans Season 6 to come back. Teen Titans is one of my favorite series of all time that Warner Brothers Animation has produced. It's a very good series. It holds up very well. And overall, it's a very well-balanced series. I like it a ton. But having said that, if we're going based on what has been told to us by the people working on this movie, Warner Brothers, everybody, then Teen Titans Season 6 is not coming back, just straight up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of capturing my browser this time, I'm just going to throw up an image from Box Office. I believe it's Box Office Mojo. Yes, so Teen Titans Go to the movies. So you need to understand a little bit of film to understand some of this stuff, so I'm going to go over that with you guys briefly. So, Teen Titans Go to the movies. So far, it has made $20 million domestically and $23 million worldwide. So, basically, all of it put together, $23 million is how much it's made. So, there's a couple of things to break down here. So, first off, the budget was $10 million. That's important. So, usually with films, again, this is very important to understand. You want to make double your budget to break even. And the reason for this is because typically advertising takes up twice as the budget. So if it's 10 million, it's 20 million in total is how much they spent on this movie. More than likely, right? Breaking even is usually double the budget. And taking that into account, we have 23 million, which means they basically broke even just barely skated by breaking even. And that's where we're sitting at. Now, some people are saying, oh, well, maybe more people will go see it. No. The first weekend's always the biggest weekend for a movie. The second weekend, people usually drop off, and then it just keeps going down and down and down. So the second weekend for Teen Titans Go, it dropped off 66%. So that means 66% less people saw it the second weekend than the first weekend. Again, hard numbers. I know some people won't like it, but that's just kind of how it is, right? So in order for this movie to be considered profitable, I would say it would need at least, probably 40 million. 40 million would probably be a good number. If it made like 35 million, something like that, Warner Brothers would probably say, okay, we made a little bit of money off this. But as it is, it's not doing good. I mean, it's just not. I don't really know how else to say it. I know you guys don't like to hear it, but I'm sorry. It's the truth of the situation. I think people are very burned on the series. It plays all the time, so it gets a lot of views, and the young kids, whatever. But I don't think this really appeals to the general audience that much, and it just kind of shows based on the numbers. It's not doing very hot at the movies. And look at the foreign box office, being everyone outside the United States, only made $2 million. That's really bad. I mean, usually the foreign box office for a lot of these big kind of superhero movies makes up a lot of what the money is. So that's not very good. That means that the foreign box office is just not interested in this movie at all. And honestly, our box office in the US, not that interested in it either. So that's just kind of how it is, guys. It's not likely. I'm going to say it's probably going to make maybe 30 million, something like that, right? It's going to be probably in the 30 million range by the time it gets out of the box office, but it's not looking good, guys. I don't really know how else to say it. Okay, guys, so we went over the hard numbers. So now the question is Teen Titans Season 6 coming back? Is it a thing or isn't it a thing? Now, again, based on the box office numbers and based on what they've told us, specifically Beast Boy, the voice actor of Beast Boy said, we need this thing to hit 250 million. and it's not hitting it. And that to me kind of showcases that DC is really in a way kind of desperate. DC and Warner Brothers, they want people to see their movies. Obviously, the DC cinematic side of things has not been looking good. We've had a lot of movies underperforming. This movie's underperforming, and they wanted people to go see this movie. Teen Titans is obviously a very popular property. DC's finally digging in on that. They got Teen Titans Go, the series. They got the movie. They've got the live action series coming out. But the problem is they don't seem to really understand how to use it, and fans aren't really into it all that much, as shown by the box office and as shown by the Titans' reactions by fans. Having said that, the fact that they put the teaser at the end of the movie does show that they have an interest in bringing it back. So it's not like I'm saying it's not coming back 100%. I think that there's definitely some sort of contingency plan to bring it back. But again, based on the numbers, based on what they've told us that this movie has to perform well for the series to come back, it's not performing well. But having said that, I do think there is still a possibility that it can come back, and which is what I was trying to say in the last video as well. It can still come back. It's a popular series. It's a popular franchise. Teen Titans has some of the best characters in DC. It's so good, and people still love the animated series to this day. People still strong about that season 6. The voice actors obviously want it. I think people at DC want it as well. But just the way that DC handles things, it's just so perplexing. You know, you've got this very popular series, and it's being held ransom, hostage, you know, whatever you want to say. Unfortunately, DC and Warner Brothers, whoever it is at the forefront that makes all these terrible decisions, they like to hold their popular series hostage. They like to milk the fans for more money. They're doing this with Young Justice as well. Young Justice Season 3, keep this in mind. It can be the last season of Young Justice, and that's simply due to the fact that people don't buy DC Universe. They're banking on people buying DC Universe to make Young Justice Season 3 a hit. When Young Justice is already popular, we know that. People fought for years for that series to come back, and Warner Brothers / DC, again, whoever's in charge, they're still holding it ransom, despite the fact that people fought so hard. We finally got it back, and they're like, oh, nope. It's the same thing with Teen Titans. They do this with a lot of stuff. We've done this with Teen Titans. We've done this with Young Justice so much. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Even though they throw this teaser at us, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, look at DC cinematic side. Look at how many properties we have supposedly coming our way. We've got a Batman solo movie. With Ben Affleck, I don't even know, right? So we got that. We got a Birds of Prey. We got a Harley Quinn movie. We got a Harley Quinn and Joker movie. We got supposedly a Joker solo movie with Jared Leto. We've got a Joker solo movie with a different actor. I forget his name. We got Shazam and Aquaman. We know those are coming. A Nightwing movie, a Flash movie, a Batgirl movie. And how much of this stuff have we actually seen? We know Shazam and Aquaman are obviously coming. We have a tease for a Justice League sequel. Man of Steel 2 has always been up in the air. We got Wonder Woman 2 confirmed to come. So of all those, we only really know about 3 movies. And this is the big DC properties. DC, I'm telling you, at this point in time, they're really just kind of at a loss. They don't really know what they're doing with their stuff. So, you know, if it was Marvel, yeah, I'd be a little bit more confident saying, yes, they got plans, it's coming. Like, you know, when stuff happens at the end of a Marvel movie, you know it's coming, right? And this is not trying to bring up a Marvel versus DC thing. I know it's a big thing. I like both, but whatever. But with DC, it's like, you don't know. Because the way they handle their stuff, it's so outlandish. I do want it to come back. I desperately want it to come back. Teen Titans is such a good series. Such a good series. It's one of my favorites. But, listen. Based on box office, based on hard numbers, which is what Warner Brothers cares about. They don't care about you. They care about their money, right? Let's be real. It's a business. They want their money. It's not making the money. It's not printing the money, okay? Now, Blu-ray and DVDs, that'll make the money, sure. But if we're looking at box office, it's not there. I mean, they're going to make a little profit, but not too much. And for Warner Brothers, I don't think that's acceptable. Which probably means we're not going to get a Teen Titans movie instead of a season 6, because it's not looking good. And also, the series coming back, I don't know. And even if it does come back, they might hold it hostage with DC Universe. Who knows, right? It's hard to say. We're just going to have to keep watching the situation. Again, Teen Titans Go is having a new episode talking about the aftermath of the movie, so keep that in mind. But anywho, that's all I had for this video. Thumbs up if you like, subscribe if you like, comment below your thoughts, and I keep hitting my mic thing. Sorry about that. But anyway, that's all I have for now. Catch you guys later.